Hello Pisces, this is Olivia from Das Tarot. I am going to be doing your 4th week of March reading. Excuse me. And this is going to be for the couples. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in and see what we come up with. Pisces, what is the most important thing? Oh my God, that's a beautiful beginning. The Wheel of Fortune talks about some kind of karmic situation that has probably ended. There was something that made this card turn, and it usually has something about closing out some kind of karmic situation. It could be anything. It could be leaving a karmic relationship, or it could be leaving a karmic type of work that you've been doing that just you didn't feel. You felt it was below you or something like that. The Wheel of Fortune talks about fortune coming your way. And this card is also considered the destiny card. So there might be some kind of destiny situation that's going to be happening for you. But it was after you clarify or cleared some kind of karmic situation. Oh, God. Oh. 3 of Cups talks about going out and celebrating and getting lost in the sense that flirtation becomes like a 3-party situation, perhaps, or if it's not a 3-party situation, it's not good. It's not good. And now we have the Hierophant reverse. This kind of feels like a marriage or some kind of contract. Could be a partner contract or something that is going south. And it's kind of a shame. But at the same time, we have to remember that this is divine timing and divine intervention. So whatever is happening here is meant to be. So there's a reason for this. Not that this is good behavior or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that sometimes we don't know what the divine has in store for us. There might be steps involved before something beautiful comes up. And it could absolutely be that for you, Pisces. You may be going through a divorce because of some kind of 3-party situation. And then your person over here. Oh, a wish come true for them. They may be very happy about it. God, this sounds familiar about, I can't remember the, I'm not sure what sign it was, but somebody else was going through this situation and they had the 9 of Cups, but I think it was in reverse. Anyway, the 9 of Cups does talk about somebody that likes to have people around them. They like to have celebrations, you know, not anything major, but they like to have people around them that like them. It doesn't mean that they're good for them, but it just means they like to be around people or to have people around them that like them. It's really if you look at the way this guy is posing, it looks to me like he's posing for a photograph, and it almost looks a little narcissistic, which is also part of the card. So I always say, if you see a red cap on any of the card people in the decks, consider it kind of like a red flag. But this is definitely a wish come true for somebody. It is absolutely. So they are in the process of making a decision also. A decision, an important decision actually, because the Two of Pentacles, this is being spanned by that infinity sign, you know, that sideways 8. And this is going to continue to spin until that 8 snaps. And because it's a divine gift, it can snap at any time. And when it snaps, that means it's time to make a decision right then and there. You'll know when it comes, because it'll be like all of a sudden you feel this heavy pressure that you've got to make a decision. That's the divine snapping this, because this kind of energy cannot last. It literally will mess your brain up. Because if we're doing something that is not right, for one thing, but if you keep doing it for a long period of time, you may actually end up snapping, because it does mess with your mind. It's too much. It's too much. Two of Cups. That's interesting. They have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You know what it feels like here? Your person, and remember, if this isn't you, you can switch the energies, okay? Whatever works for you, because I never know for certain. But to me, I feel like this is probably your person, and the destiny is that you're going to be getting out of this situation. This could have been their problem and not yours, the three-party situation. And if it is this person here, which to me it kind of feels like it, because I didn't say it, but the Nine of Cups in the background, this represents trophies. And it could be trophies of people that they've been with. I hate to say that, but it can be that. And it's like he's bragging about it. Yeah, I think the decision is going to have to be either you're going to continue living, this person's going to have to continue living a life like this, or they're going to settle down and really get serious about a relationship. But I don't think it's with you, Pisces. I think you've already made your decision that this is over. Whatever this is here, it's over. You don't want any part of it. This is like asking for a divorce, breaching a marriage contract. And it could be because you were part of a three-party situation. Bad. I mean hurtful, I should say, more than anything. The Three of Pentacles. There was a time that you two were probably really working good together. And I want to say it's more like a partnership than it is a marriage. But it could have been a work partnership. It could be either one. Either one. Or it could be that you were in a three-party situation. There's no more collaboration with this other person. It's done. They may feel like they need to make a decision about the partnership with you, or this could be them looking at somebody completely different. But it doesn't matter. Either way, I feel like the two of you have worked together in the past with each other on some kind of special project or some kind of short-term mission of some sort. And the next card is, oh, this is a beautiful card. Now with the sun coming out, the sun highlights every card here. And this is a wish come true. And this is the happiest card in the deck. So there is the possibility that this reunion or this union could possibly come back together and it would work out. But there's going to have to be some decisions made. And the Hierophant in reverse, like I said, it talks about a breach in a contract, and it could be a partnership contract or it could be a marriage contract. It's hard to tell nowadays, because a lot of times you can tell when it is, because there's, cups here and there all over. But when it's just like a couple of cards with cups, that doesn't necessarily make it a relationship. It's more of a partnership. Alright, we're going to have to clarify and get more information and see why these cards are out here. The bottom of the deck. Oh my God, you will be getting the world. You are going to be the one that's going to drive your life the way you want it. I think at this point, I feel like you know that you're divinely being guided, because this is also spiritual. This is a spiritual card. And to me, this is a spiritual card. So it tells me that you are on the path that you want to be on. And this confirms that too. The sun is saying you are on the right path. Continue doing what you're doing. This is, the sun illuminates, which means it shines the light on all of these cards so you can see clearly what's going on. And it's for both people. It's for both of you. These two cards represent the way both of you feel. On the bottom of the deck, there is a Six of Pentacles in reverse. There must not have been some kind of, there is no equality. And I don't always say that the equality's in money. I think this card represents the equality of union, of working together, of, unless it is business. It could be business. Alright, let's do some clarifying in here. Let me see what's going on here for the couples. Let's clarify that Wheel of Fortune. That's a beautiful card. I mean, to have both wheels here. The world is a wheel and the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel. To me, this is telling me that there's going to be an end of a chapter and a new book. This is like closing one door and opening up a brand new door. It's like starting your life all over. You maybe had gotten involved with somebody that you didn't know was probably in a relationship, and you were the third person. It could be that. And the Hierophant here could just be a psychological as well as a spiritual, like a notification that, yeah, this needs to end. It's over. I do believe it needs to end. Even if the sun is here, I still believe it needs to be over. Because if this wasn't here, I would have questioned it more. But with this here, it tells me that more than likely you got involved in a three-party situation that you didn't even know you were. It could have been blindsided. Where's that light coming from? Alright. So let's start with that. The Wheel of Fortune. This is the card of destiny. Things that are supposed to happen. Okay, there was some anxiety. I think you knew already that you were in some kind of mess that was going to cause you a lot of heartache and pain. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's like, don't worry. The divine is watching after you, and they're going to guide you in the right direction. And your person over here, this Nine of Cups. You maybe have already cut this person out. The Queen of Swords is somebody that's ruled by Virgo and Libra. And this is somebody that is very precise and incisive. They know what they want to do and they make it happen. They look at every aspect of the situation, and the truth finally comes out. And I feel like it's your energy over here eliminating this person. I think this person would have kept on keeping on doing the same thing over and over, and you might not have never even known it. It's sad. The Three of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah. Not only does this talk about walking away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation, it also talks to me about the alternative path. Because in the upright, this is somebody that's leaving a situation that's completely emotionally dry. There's no love. And in reverse, it talks about an alternative path, which is more of a spiritual path. It's going to be a little bit rougher, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. And I feel like you're already on that. I really do. Because you have so much spiritual. I mean, granted, this is for both, but still, it's on your side as well. Let's look at this side. Oh, they will get the sun too. You know, and like I said, you know, I went back a while ago and says, you know, maybe with the sun card here, it will work. Maybe this person will wake up. Maybe they need a judgment call or some kind of, maybe they need to be in like hangman mode. There is a possibility that there could definitely be some kind of coming back together, but there is going to be a lot of hurt on your side. And I don't know, will you ever be able to trust a situation that's like this again? And you being pulled into it? I don't know. And they're they're not very decisive. They don't know what to do. It's emotional for them, but are they ready to stick with you? It's like this is the only side here that's tithering on the edge of the fence. You either go this way or you go off that way. You, on the other hand, I feel like you've already made a decision. But sometimes the divine has different plans, but I think this was destiny. I think all of this here was supposed to happen to you for lessons to be learned. Because when we learn those lessons, we graduate more and more on a higher level of spiritual awakening. I think it's really beautiful. I feel bad for your person, but they may want to change, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it was a burden for both of you. And I don't think this person really has a choice, to be honest. The Ten of Wands is somebody that's been carrying a very heavy load. Very burdensome. For instance, anxiety on your side. Let's clarify the world. Yeah, there you are. This is what you've been dreaming about doing, is making a change in your life. When I see this, sometimes it means different things to me. But in this particular situation, I feel like you've lived this life here. This is the one that's behind you. This is a life that you've already lived. I think you're looking forward and you're looking into the future on what what the rest of your life is going to be like. And it doesn't matter if you're old or young. It just means that you're kind of at that halfway mark, or feel that halfway mark in your life, and you're ready to leave a lot of this behind. And hopefully you won't bring any of this with you when you do make that decision, because you've already made this plan. And with the world turning, this is probably going to happen for you. You could even be moving overseas. With the world card here, there's a large body of water here. So you have, I think you're covered. I really do. On the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups again. Let's pull a couple of oracle cards. For sure I want to get one for the energy of the reading. Financial constraints. Could that have had something to do with this? There's somebody here that's got financial issues. And with your person over here juggling the coins, it could be part of that. It could have been part of that. Maybe they had hoped that you would help them out financially. But I don't foresee you doing that at all. I don't. I see you just closing one door after another. And the divine is helping you do that. Let's get, I'm going to see what the soul's journey is for you. Acceptance. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. You may have been dwelling on this for quite some time, wondering what to do. Should I stay, or should I try to work on this, or should I just go? I think now you have your decision, because it's already, I can see everything that you're going to do, and you're going to go. Alright, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I sure hope this helps, and I will see you next time. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.